Well, we're talking baseball now. Pirates season is officially over. Baseball playoffs begin this week, which means what you saw today, 4 hours and 14 minutes, that'll be the norm on games that start at 8 o'clock.
422, Pomp. I counted every single minute.
4 hours.
422.
Chris Mack, I give you my smooth move for making it here in time to do the taping after sticking around for that. So we're going to talk about the biggest offseason maneuver, and most everyone will be concerned with Andrew McCutchen. I've been watching body language, his last home game today. Chris, what's your take? What do you think is going to happen?
I would not be the least bit surprised if they aggressively shop Andrew McCutchen this offseason after they extend his option year to make him one of the more affordable trade chips on the market for someone looking for perhaps a middle-of-the-order presence to play a corner outfield spot, maybe even a couple teams looking for a center fielder if they still believe he can do that at an efficient level. I'd like to see him spend one more year in Pittsburgh at least, but I don't feel very good about that happening, and I don't feel very good about them finding another middle-of-the-order bat to replace either McCutchen or Gung, who I also don't expect to be back next year. There's no reason to believe he will be back.
What should happen is Andrew McCutchen should be extended a long-term offer. That's what should happen. What will happen is Andrew McCutchen's option year will get picked up and he'll be traded at the deadline this coming year for somebody in contention. I feel
How about if they're in contention, Colin? How about if they're in contention, use that same scenario?
They're still going to play in the National League Central.
I understand
with the Cubs and the Cardinals. They're not going to be in contention come next year.
But how about
it's not going to happen.
Don't you get better value in the offseason as opposed to the trade
deadline? I don't know about that.
I don't know. Not when teams need someone.
Yeah, I'm with Colin there. I think sometimes teams sniff the championship or a wild card berth, division, whatever, and then they overpay at that point, something that they wouldn't have paid in the offseason because every general manager thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, and they've aligned their team perfectly without having to go and spend prospects to get your guy that you're trying to get rid of. I think teams tend to spend more because they're a good team that gets desperate because of some sort of injury situation or overwhelming need to get over the hump.
I think they've got to look, if they're really looking for maximum value in return on a trade this offseason, the only thing that makes a ton of sense is Garrett Cole, and that is going to be a severe shot to your rotation and any chance of going deep next year, but that's what's going to get you the maximum return of anybody on this roster right now. It would be Garrett Cole. 2 years of control. He's only 27. There's still a chance he could be a top of the rotation guy for some teams, maybe even a 2-3 on some of those deeper rotations that we'll see in the playoffs this year. That gets you a major league ready piece and perhaps a couple of prospects as well.
Yeah, 2-3 maybe. Like I think what you're saying, Chris, 2-3 on a better team. I think the days of hoping he's going to be an ace are done.
Yeah.
All right, if you trade Garrett Cole, then what do you got to do with his pitching staff? Nova has shown you nothing in the second half, and then you have a bunch of guys who are, to me, big question marks, even though guys like Cool and Trevor Williams had very nice seasons. Can you rely on them? Do you have to go out and spend more? If that scenario takes place, you still need a lot more pitching, I think.
Bob, I can't tell you enough, and I've had this conversation with you before. What we just saw the past, 3 years, that was the best span of Pirate baseball we're going to see in 35 years. 20 years beforehand and 15 years after. We just saw the window, and now it went, and it's closed. That's cut and dried for me. We saw them lose for a long time. We saw the opportunity, and now it's closed for a while. That's really how I feel.
Well, because what it boils down to is if they want to get better than 75 wins this year and 78 last year, they've got to start writing money.
Right.
As Michael Keaton said, you got to start to pay some guys. And they're not going to do that. They're not going to go out and sign Mike Moustakas to play third base. They're not even going to go out and sign Todd Frazier to play third base. It's not going to happen. They're not going to add another bat to the middle of the order. They're going to hit the fewest home runs in Major League Baseball next year, possibly score the fewest runs in Major League Baseball next year, unless they go out and make a big, bold move, which would require moving McCutchen and or Cole or signing somebody to a big contract.
So much of the hope to the bridge year, which I believe was supposed to be this year, right? So much to the bridge year was based on assumptions. The assumption that the dream outfield would coalesce and the assumption that the top three at the rotation would be who we thought they were going to be, and they have not become that. I mean, what Garrett Cole was, he gave the second highest home run total in the National League this year. I mean,
31,
yeah. ERA over 4. I mean, all of it. He's got career negative highs in just about every category of significance. Losses and walks. It's been a bad year for him.
It's just a reality at this point. I'm not going to yell and scream or get mad anymore or say anything. You know, the ownership group is what it is. This is how they operate. This is how they do business. But the Cubs and the Cardinals aren't going anywhere. we're doomed for a while.
Yeah.
This is going to be bad.
And it could be the Reds are on the way up. They got some
Right.
good young pitchers and some hitters over there. We'll see how it goes. Milwaukee was better this year as well. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about hockey season is here. Banner raising, first game on Wednesday night. An outlook for this season for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Can they make it 3 in a row? Why and why not? Coming up next.